good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Wishart Insurance is an independent, family-owned insurance agency. Our passion is caring for people. Wishart Insurance will take the time to answer all of your insurance questions and assist you and your family in choosing coverage that will protect you. We take pride in knowing that our family is working hard for your family. We are your insurance family. We are located at 922 West Kemp Avenue in Watertown, South Dakota, with locations in Clark, Willow Lake, and Brookings.
At Active Heating, you could say we specialize in comfort, heating and air conditioning, plumbing, air and water quality. Active Heating is ready. Too hot or too cold? Our certified comfort experts for Coleman Heating and Cooling equipment can help. Don't let a leak drain your bank account. Our plumbers can handle it. Improve your air and water quality with an air purifier and reverse osmosis system from Active Heating, your local Coleman dealer. Active Heating of Watertown and Brookings, your comfort experts.
Generational success means different things to different people. But to us, it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats and attics to rodents and walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Vision Care is the place to go for new glasses. Our opticians are trained to style you with a frame that fits your face, so they look great and are comfortable all day long. Based on the doctor's recommendation, we'll help you choose the lens features that will be best for how you do life. Plus, you might have fun too.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Transform your fitness journey at Apex Training in Watertown. Our unique studio offers targeted group training classes designed to meet your specific health goals. Specializing in strength training, agility, and injury prevention, we use diverse equipment to help you build strength and enhance performance. Whether you're aiming for sport-specific skills or overall fitness, our expert trainers will guide you with our specialized workouts to prevent common injuries. Experience affordable, effective training at Apex Training and reach your peak potential today.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on!
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
The DWU Culver's Classic is back for 2026.
3 from the corner, good! A huge
36 teams travel to the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell. Action begins on 9 a.m. on February 13th and 14th, with all games streamed on Live Ticket TV on pay-per-view. $12.99 per game or $94.95 for all 18 games. The 2026 DWU Culver's Classic, February 13th and 14th, inside the world's only Corn Palace and on Live Ticket TV.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Wishart Insurance is an independent, family-owned insurance agency. Our passion is caring for people. Wishart Insurance will take the time to answer all of your insurance questions and assist you and your family in choosing coverage that will protect you. We take pride in knowing that our family is working hard for your family. We are your insurance family. We are located at 922 West Kemp Avenue in Watertown, South Dakota, with locations in Clark, Willow Lake, and Brookings.
At Active Heating, you could say we specialize in comfort, heating and air conditioning, plumbing, air and water quality. Active Heating is ready. Too hot or too cold? Our certified comfort experts for Coleman Heating and Cooling Equipment can help. Don't let a leak drain your bank account. Our plumbers can handle it. Improve your air and water quality with an air purifier and reverse osmosis system from Active Heating, your local Coleman dealer. Active Heating of Watertown and Brookings, your comfort experts.
Generational success means different things to different people, but to us, it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats and attics to rodents and walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations.
Between the visiting Milbank Bulldogs and your Florence Falcons. Tonight's game is sponsored by Eastside Equipment, Nikki Watson, CPA, Sidetrack Bar and Grill, and Midwest Bank of Florence. This contest is being conducted under the guidance and regulations of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. Remember, you do not have to be an athlete to be a good sport. At this time, we ask that you please remain standing, remove your caps, and place your right hand over your heart as the national anthem is sung. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag. Your national anthem this evening will be performed by Florence Honors Choir under the direction of Marcy Klitsky. Ladies and gentlemen, your national anthem. Time to meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Bulldogs. At guard, a 5'4", 8th grader, number 3, Susie Schurman. At guard, a 5'6" freshman, number 10, Bailey Hendricks. At forward, a 5'8" sophomore, number 14, Bree Townsend. At forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 22, Belle Hawley. And at center, a 6-foot senior, number 42, Anna Negabauer. Milbank assisted by Kendra Junzo, Eric Townsend, and Mandy Snaza. Head coach for the Bulldogs, Tony Howard. And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Florence Henry Falcons. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 1, Addison Fire. At guard, a 5'4" sophomore, number 2, Ashlyn Baruska. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 4, Anna Fire. At guard, a 5'4" sophomore, number 11, Miley Sumner. And at a forward, a 5'7" sophomore, number 32, Avery Basso. Tonight's Agworks fan of the game, kindergartner Everly Aselson. Florence Henry assisted by Matt Lepke, Sherry Keller, and Miranda Obignana. Head coach for the Falcons, Brooklyn Schulte. Officials for tonight's contest, Randy Samuel, Colby Scott, and Nick Hunter.
Here we go, tip off to Milbank. 22-3. Good rotation by the Falcons. Pushing the ball, number 2, Ashlyn Vavruska. Pass it off to number 1, Addison, down to Anna. This is a fast and furious game already. Pass it back forward, 3-14. 3 drives, shot up, no good. Rebound to the Falcons. Ashlyn Vavruska brings it up, passes off to Miley Sumner. Now she's got a slow start here. Passes to Addison Byer, to the corner to her sister Anna. Back to Addison, down low. Back to Avery Gusso. Miley Sumner with the ball. Back to Ashlyn. Addison Byer on the corner. Avery Gusso's shot is up, no good. Rebounded by number 22. Number 3 from Milbank bringing it up. Bailey Hendricks, Susie Schumann. Belle Polly. Belle Polly shoots, good from the free throw line. Ashlyn takes it out. To Addison Byer, back to Ashlyn. To Miley Sumner, up to, dribbles right, back to Addison. Addison dribbles over to Ashlyn Vavruska. Vavruska drives, hangs, good. Falcons have a trap going on here. And number 3, Susie Schuneman breaks it by herself. No good on the layup. Addison Byer with the rebound. Addison's bringing it up. Dribbles. Passes out to her sister Anna. Back to Miley Sumner. Ashlyn thought about 3, but no good. Drives baseline. Kicks out to Addison. Free throw is good. No good. Rebound number 42, excuse me. Anna Negabauer. Number 3, Schuneman shoots. No good. Rebound. Blocked behind Addison. Addison Byer bringing it up. Oh! got a push by number 3, Susie Schoenemann. Got a foul on Schoenemann. Falcons will take it off from the side. Addison Beyer into Ashlyn Vavruska. Pass Addison Beyer. My Sumner down the side. We got a foul called here. Turns out I was talking to myself the whole time there, Mr. Russell.
Well, you were able to talk the whole time. Everybody was able to hear you. That's going to be a foul on number 14, Bree Townsend here. Glad to be back. Thank you for covering there. We just didn't quite have the ability to hear each other. Put the headset on and it was dead.
Oh, who'd have known?
Well, I mean, I figured it out relatively quick. I should have known.
Avery Gussel with the shot, and good. She has 4 points now.
Great find there to find her right just below the foul or the free throw line, and then great turnaround jumper. So, Milbank's going to reverse the ball. Townsend going to get the ball down to Pauly. Pauly needs somewhere to go. Finds Townsend back to Pauly. Top here to Hendricks. Hendricks over to Schoenemann. She's going to drive. Denied by Addison Beyer.
That's 2 good blocks by her at this on this end here. That's good defense, good shuffle there by them to get themselves kind of back into rhythm there on defense.
And it's great rotation there, as well as the fact that she had the patience to not get the foul. That ball's going to get rebounded here by Anna Beyer. Going to get it to Sumner. Sumner at the top. Over to Vavruska, left wing. 3 ball. Just a little strong. Rebound by Sumner.
I think we're going to get a foul on number 4, Anna Beyer.
Sure looks to be that way. Trying to hustle for the ball, unfortunately did not have position. She's going to get called for her first and team's first of the quarter. Ball gets into Schoenemann. Beyer trying to deny that pass, gets too much of that arm there. Hendricks trying to pass it up top. That's going to be Addison's first, so each Beyer with a foul. Second of the quarter for the Falcons. Townsend needs somewhere to go, finds Hendricks. Hendricks gets to the middle of the lane, denied by Vavruska. Good active hands there. Negebauer is going to get the 2 points there.
That was a tough shot by Negebauer, and to muscle it back up there when she had 2 Falcon defenders all over her.
It looks like that's going to be a foul on Avery Gusso. So her first, team's third of the quarter very quickly, not even halfway through yet. That free throw by Negebauer, is good. So 5-4 our score. Falcons trail. Here's Vavruska at the top. Vavruska going to direct the offense. Beyer right wing to Anna. Good cut there. Attacks the block. She's going to get the foul called
on Anna Negebauer.
So number 42 going to pick up her first. Negebauer. Milbank's third.
Good strong move by Addison to take it, to the rack.
And there's a whole lot of good in that entire play as the first free throw is up and good. First of all, you get the good ball action down into the corner. Second of all, you get a good cut there, attacking by Addison Beyer, and Anna Beyer's able to find her. And then, like you said, Addison does a great job of attacking the defender, getting to the cup. She didn't make it for the and one, as the second free throw is no good as well here. But it was a strong attack, which is what you like to see right away.
Absolutely. You want to make sure if you're going to do a give and go like that, you got to go up strong with that ball.
So Milbank with the ball. Townsend up top gives it to Pauly. Ball gets down. Eventually ends up with Schoenemann. She's going to get to the corner to Townsend. Up top now is Pauly. Gets it to Hendricks, who gets it stolen away. Here comes Addison Beyer back the other way. Guarded by Townsend. Townsend was in position. And then the hesitation by Addison Beyer, their good move, got Townsend out, and she extended that arm. And that's going to be a foul.
Yeah, Addison did a good job of getting the steal, going down, taking it strong to the rack. Like you said, Townsend had her, and she just kind of let her go a little bit.
So Addison Beyer, first free throw's good. Aubrey Johnson and Lucy Bloom going to check into the game. Miley Sumner and Avery Gusso going to take a breather. That is also going to be Townsend's second foul already. So I believe what I understood from Coach Howard is that they are a little bit low on numbers between injuries and illness. So he's going to let Townsend ride these 2 fouls out here and see how long it takes before something like a third foul happens. Good attack there by Pauly is going to draw a foul.
Yeah, that was good attack, like you said there, and going to the rack. Almost got another and one. So right now, we're getting our shots where we want them, but Milbank's doing a good job of moving that ball around that trap.
6-6 our score here.
Townsend checked out. Violet Johnson in, freshman.
And Violet was one that was noted as probably first off the bench here, as that free throw is good for Pauly.
That's one thing right now is like we're getting opportunities to get an and one or a 2-shot foul, and we're not taking advantage of shooting them free throws. Bloom for 3, a little strong.
So Milbank will come back the other way. Ball kicked over to Hendricks, left wing 3, no. That ball's going to get rebounded, though, by Violet Johnson, and she's going to put it back in.
Good job, good hustle play to stay with the play, get the rebound. Lucy Bloom had the position, and she lost it.
And the hard part about that is you're exactly right, as this ball's going to come back the other way. Here's a scramble for it. It's going to get tied up. Hendricks and Addison going to get it tied up. Lucy had position, but the problem was she was content standing there. She didn't drive backward to try and make sure that she held that position, and Johnson was able to just get the rebound over the top of her.
Right, and a lot of the best thing about it is they had a nice pocket like the coaches always like to have when you get in a rebound, especially a defensive rebound. You have a pocket essentially around there where you're getting everybody out from the other team.
Here's Sumner at the free throw line, kicks it out to Johnson at the top. Anna Beyer to Miley Sumner. She's going to attack the right elbow, kicks it to Lucy Bloom, right corner 3. Yes!
Good job on Milbank to break the press there and get that ball down into Miss Anna Nagebauer.
So, going to be a shooting foul here. Looks like that one's going to be called on Ashlyn Vavruska. Going to be her first, team's 5th of the quarter, so minute 43 to play first quarter. The Bulldogs will shoot for every foul from here on out for the quarter. That free throw no good by Negebauer. Second free throw up and in. So that's going to bring our score 9-10 here. Bulldogs lead. Vavruska to Johnson, left wing. Anna Beyer, Vavruska right wing. Looks like a little 2-3 match zone for the Bulldogs. Bayer's going to drive the baseline, needs somewhere to go, finds Bloom. She's going to get it up top to Vavruska through the zone. Dangerous pass. Sumner right wing, Anna Beyer at the top. Vavruska left wing 3. Just a little off, going to be scrambled for the rebound. It's going to get knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Falcons will retain possession. Off of the missed shot, it did hit the rim, so it's a fresh 35. Johnson will take a breather. Gusso will come back in. So good ball movement there. A little bit of a dangerous pass coming through the zone, but that's what you need to do against that extended 2-3 is move that ball around.
Well, and that's one thing, too, is you've got to reverse the ball as much as possible. I mean, that baseline runner that Lucy Bloom is doing right now, she'll get to one side, but they won't even look at her, and they'll go back to the other side, get the ball movement going, get the little set play for that 2-3, because it is a hard thing if you got your hands up, as Milbank did.
So right wing or right elbow jumper, no good for Vavruska. Bulldogs come back the other way. This is going to be a drive that time by Schuneman. She's going to get fouled. Johnson and Addison Beyer waiting to check in here. Schuneman will go to the line. Looks like that one's going to get called on Avery Gusso. Her second. That free throw by Schuneman is good.
that's the thing about Schuneman right now. I mean, as an 8th grader, to know that ball sense, to take it to the rack and have that opening and go, she's played some ball already at a young age.
Right, and it'd be easy and kind of simple to say as an 8th grader, you kind of got to know ball if you're going to make a varsity squad as a starter. Now again, they do have some injuries and illness. Does she normally start? I didn't look at that ahead of time, but still, the fact remains, you got to know ball.
Well, absolutely. Good drive by Ashland right there. Got to finish at the rack.
Just a little bit too strong. She's going to pressure. Good steal in the backcourt here. She's going to go looking for somewhere. Finds Anna Beyer just inside the arc. Gets it back to Vavruska at the elbow. Lucy Bloom, right wing 3. Just a little off. Negebauer going to come up with the rebound. We got 15 seconds to play here. First quarter, 11-9 our score. Falcons trail. Going to come out and meet. Bulldogs look like they're going to try and play for the last shot. Here's Johnson, right corner. 3 is good.
Good ball movement to get that going. Good
that
kick out
shot
to the corner.
And short. Yep. Good ball movement, good attack, and then kick out. No rotation, no closeout. So that'll end the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We will be right back. Push the number 1.
Swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell. He's Tyler Grassel. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't already done so, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Not a lot of home games left, Tyler, but at this point, you may as well get the notification on when we're live with them.
Absolutely. Anywhere, please like and subscribe.
So, we're going to start the second quarter here. On the floor for the Falcons, Vavruska, Gusso, Sumner, Anna, and Addison Beyer. Falcons trail 14-9 as the three-point ball closed out the first quarter. Here's Schuneman for 3. She's going to hear it from the crowd as that one did not catch any iron. That's going to be a turnover to the Falcons team rebound. I think one of the things we talked about in the break there, Coach Grassel, is need to move the ball, and then we need to make sure when we have an advantage, we press it, and we recognize when we don't.
Absolutely, and that's one there, too, when we're just there, they regusted the shot. But we had a nice little kick to the corner, come through. They need to be patient with it and let it come through and go around again, because that will be there later.
And especially against a zone, as that's going to be good for Negebauer to open up the scoring for the Bulldogs here in the second quarter. 16-9 now, Bulldogs lead. Especially against a team that has some injury troubles, as well as now some foul trouble. To have some patience, move that ball around, wear them down a little bit. Vavruska, the runner, no. Johnson's going to come up with the rebound, press it back the other way. And so capitalizing on your advantages when you can is going to become increasingly important. Here's Townsend, left side, gets it to Schuneman. She's going to get bumped, no foul. She gets to the right elbow, jumper, no, just a little strong. And good hustle there, made it tough. Johnson for 3 is good again.
Good shot there. Good ball movement around. Try to get that shot out the outside. Right now the Falcons, like they said, hand down, man down.
It's a classic saying for a reason. So Falcons bring the ball back, 19-9, 6 minutes to play second quarter, and they trail. Vavruska going to go right side. Addison Beyer trying to get it down to Gusso. Gusso, good shield there for Anna Beyer. No, she gets the rebound, no. And the ball's going to come back the other way. Here's Johnson. She's going to get it to Pauly. Pauly, no. Sumner's going to press. This is where we're talking. They have the advantage. Clear some space and make an attack. That ball going to get deflected by Townsend from behind, however.
Yeah, that's one of them deals right now. You have the advantage. Keep your distance. Run your lane. And that could have been an easy 1-2 there.
So Stemwettle will check in. Miley Sumner going to take a breather here. Ashlyn Vavruska to inbound. Up top to Addison Byer. Over to Avery Gusso. Ball bobbled. Saved by Stemwettle. Gets it back to Addison Byer right side. Vavruska right corner. Short corner to Addison Byer. She'll attack. Needs somewhere to go. Finds Vavruska back. The ball spending too much time on one side. Here's a reversal. Addison Byer going to attack the elbow. Vavruska now attacks the middle of the zone. Floater, no, just a little too strong. Pauly with the rebound. Ball's going to come back the other way. Now the Bulldogs have the advantage. Here's Johnson. She's going to attack left block. Layup is good. Going to get a timeout for Coach Schulte and the Falcons. I have a feeling, it's going to be a 30-second timeout here. So we're going to keep it here. Gressel, it's not a lack of hustle like we've talked about in the past. Right now, it's just a matter of understanding maybe some floor spacing, getting the ball moving. And I think one of the biggest things that I'm seeing right now is size is playing a factor, as it normally does for this group, right? We've said before, at no point are they going to walk onto the floor and go, oh, we are bigger than the other team.
Absolutely. And if we're going to trap, if we're going to press like we are, we can't let them get it down the sideline of all places to go. And they got that ball 1-2, pass down low, and it was there. One thing too, Avery Gusso having 2 fouls along with Townsend, who just subbed out. But Avery Gusso has to be a little smarter about how she plays that defense too.
Right, there's a way to play it where you're doing everything you can to not pick up the foul, but still be in a good position to help your team. Here's Stemwettle going to attack the lane. Floater, no, deflected it looked like. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Schoenemann gets around Anna Byer. Stemwettle rotates over to help. Here's Hendricks. Cut off. Kicks it back out to Schoenemann. Left corner. Hendricks for 3.
No good.
Off the iron and
good
no.
Board.
Pauly with the rebound. She's going to get the turnaround floater to go. So, 23-9 now. Falcons trail. Stemwettle left side. Vavruska at the top. Anna Byer kicks it down to the short corner. Back up top to Vavruska. Addison Byer at the top. Coach Schulte calls out an offense against the zone here. Gusso, Addison Byer thought about a right wing 3. No, she's going to try and attack. They're going to get a foul here. She saw a gap between the top defender and that right wing defender and decided that was the time to attack it. Probably a good time, as that's going to be a foul on number 32, Lydia Gall.
That's one of them things too. Anna was sitting in the corner. If she gets those 2 defenders to suck down on her, kicks it out the corner, has a nice little corner 3.
So fresh 35 for the Falcons. Lucy Bloom, Vavruska, right corner 3. And that's going to hit the scoreboard on the ricochet. So it's going to be out of bounds. Team rebound for the Bulldogs, and it'll go back the other way. Taylor Vavruska in for the Falcons here. Aubrey Johnson as well.
Looks like a little confusion. I mean, we had four players come in, and now you got a trap here.
Good backcourt pressure here by the Falcons. Bulldogs will push it across. Rotate over just a little bit too late. Nobody picked up the free runner through the nail hole, and that's going to be an easy 2 for Pauly.
Good ball movement by Milbank to break that press and just make it an easy go.
Aubrey Johnson, hesitation, pump fake. Into the 3, no,
strong.
Just a little strong. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way, 4 on 3. They have the numbers. That ball kicked down, looks like to Pauly. Nope, Negebauer. And it's going to get tied up. Going to go back the Falcons' way. Anna Byer going to check back in. Ashlyn Vavruska going to take a breather. Violet Johnson going to check in for Hendricks here. 25-9 our score, 3:15 to play in the first half. Sumner gets it to Vavruska. Byer at the top. Sumner right wing. Tries to get it to Taylor Vavruska. She's going to push it off the bounce around. Here's Sumner at the top looking to direct traffic. Lucy Bloom left wing. Anna Byer at the top. Miley Sumner thought about a three, decided against it. Lucy Bloom in the middle. And that's where we've talked about before, Tyler. That's probably the right pass, but you need that receiver of the pass to come and meet it instead of standing there and waiting for the pass to get to them.
Absolutely. If you're gonna flash to that high post there, you got to be ready for that ball because it's probably gonna be coming. Two, make sure if you're that passer like Miley Sumner was, you got to make sure it's a strong pass.
So that ball's gonna end up getting tied up and go back the Bulldogs' way. Here come the Bulldogs now. That's Gall. She's going to end up traveling. So turnover. Ashlyn Vavruska going to check back in. Taylor Vavruska will take a seat. 2:30 to play first half. 25-9 the score. Falcons trail. Addison Byer left wing. She's going to get it into the middle to Miley Sumner.
Good.
Jumper is good.
Falcons back in the trap here. Oh, you had her right where you wanted her, but good job by shooting into. Oh, they called her out of bounds.
So, with that bucket by Sumner, that's actually going to end a pretty significant run by the Bulldogs there.
Was it a 20-point run?
It wasn't quite 20
Not
points.
20? Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Good job, Matt, Mr. Gressel. Rotate.
That's going to be a 13-2 run, and at 13-2, actively still on. Vavruska, that definitely will end the run.
Again, there you go. You have it again. This is where the inexperience by maybe that Schuneman, the 8th grader, in that situation, asking possibly for help.
So, 25-14, the ball turned over in the backcourt for the Bulldogs is going to end up resulting in a foul for Negapower. That's her second. So getting close to halftime, but a little bit of foul trouble for the Bulldogs. Vavruska at the top. Johnson left wing, going to kick it back up to the top to Vavruska. Right wing, Addison Byer. Up top to Anna. Ashlyn. Addison at the top. Anna right wing. Back to the top, swung over to the left wing. Vavruska's going to dribble a little bit. She sees the baseline, kicks it over to Johnson, right corner for three. Bang!
Good job by Milbank to break the press like that. Easy layup. Oh! Good job by Milbank to break that press. I think it was a 2-pass thing, and she just missed that layup, but luckily for Miss Pauly, was right there and got the rebound. Got shooting 2 now.
So gathers the rebound, goes right back up with it. Gathers the foul by Addison Byer. That's going to be her second. And that free throw is going to be good for Pauly. 26-17 our score. Second free throw coming. Negapower will take a seat. Pauly's second free throw good. 27-17, Falcons trail coming to 1 minute to play here in the first half. Vavruska, left wing three, just a little strong, scramble for the rebound. They're going to get Miley Sumner with a hold going back the other way here.
That's one of them deals. They they have that baseline runner. They need to rotate that ball to get it set up, and then quick right around. That's how you're going to beat that. That's how you're going to beat that 2-3 zone. We're getting a little impatient, I think, Coach Russell.
And some of that is probably some youth showing, right? Most of the floor right now is sophomores. And so at that point, it's a matter of experience. They've played a lot of basketball together. Addison Byer, that's going to be her third. Coach Schulte going to have to go to the bench here. Looks like Madison Stemwettel going to check in. That inexperience, maybe not inexperience, but I'm going to say not as deep a pool of experience to really lean on in terms of staying patient against that zone.
Yeah, and that's one thing that it's been like this all year. We've known that the sophomores that are playing.
That shot going to get deflected. Pauly going to come up with the rebound, and she's going to get fouled on the way up. I believe that might be Sumner again, and that would be her second. That is. So the fouls piling up for the Falcons. Avery Gusso waiting to check in. Pauly first free throw up and in.
And that's kind of the difference right now is Milbank is very aggressive at the board and getting in second and third shots, and they're making their free throws.
That free throw for Pauly, good. It's one thing to get the opportunities, right? It's a whole other to capitalize on them once you have them. Here's Stemwedel, right wing, tried to get an entry pass to the free throw line to Sumner. The ball gets turned over. No carry called there. Ball tapped out of bounds. Bulldogs will keep it. 25 seconds to play here first half. Shot clock is off. They can play for the last shot if they want to. So Townsend to inbound. Gets it over to Schooneman. Schooneman gonna get it to the top to Johnson. She'll attack. Gets it down to Pauly. Turnaround in the lane is good. She got position in the middle of the lane, which against a defense like a zone is kind of a problem. Vavruska, left wing Sumner. She's gonna get a screen. Gets it to Vavruska. She's gonna attack the right block. Gets bumped. No, but the basket's good. They end the first half at least on a positive note. It's going to be 31-19. Falcons are going to trail. We're going to go to commercial break here while they go to halftime. I'm going to go double check the stats. Tyler, gather your thoughts. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Vision Care is the place to go for new glasses. Our opticians are trained to style you with a frame that fits your face, so they look great and are comfortable all day long. Based on the doctor's recommendation, we'll help you choose the lens features that will be best for how you do life. Plus, you might have fun too.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Transform your fitness journey at Apex Training in Watertown. Our unique studio offers targeted group training classes designed to meet your specific health goals. Specializing in strength training, agility, and injury prevention, we use diverse equipment to help you build strength and enhance performance. Whether you're aiming for sport-specific skills or overall fitness, our expert trainers will guide you with our specialized workouts to prevent common injuries. Experience affordable, effective training at Apex Training and reach your peak potential today.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on!
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
The DWU Culver's Classic is back for 2026.
Three from the corner, good! A huge
36
one
teams travel to the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell. Action begins on 9 a.m. on February 13th and 14th, with all games streamed on Live Ticket TV on pay-per-view. $12.99 per game or $94.95 for all 18 games. The 2026 DWU Culver's Classic, February 13th and 14th, inside the world's only Corn Palace and on Live Ticket TV.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Wishart Insurance is an independent, family-owned insurance agency. Our passion is caring for people. Wishart Insurance will take the time to answer all of your insurance questions and assist you and your family in choosing coverage that will protect you. We take pride in knowing that our family is working hard for your family. We are your insurance family. We are located at 922 West Kemp Avenue in Watertown, South Dakota, with locations in Clark, Willow Lake, and Brookings.
At Active Heating, you could say we specialize in comfort, heating and air conditioning, plumbing, air and water quality. Active Heating is ready. Too hot or too cold? Our certified comfort experts for Coleman Heating and Cooling Equipment can help. Don't let a leak drain your bank account. Our plumbers can handle it. Improve your air and water quality with an air purifier and reverse osmosis system from Active Heating, your local Coleman dealer. Active Heating of Watertown and Brookings, your comfort experts.
Generational success means different things to different people. But to us, it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats and attics to rodents and walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you. at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back, Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell. He's Tyler Grassel. Taking a look here at the stats for the first half. Belle Pauley for the Bulldogs leading the way in the game, 14 total points. She's followed closely by Violet Johnson with 10, and then Anna Negebauer for 6. Susie Schuneman is thrown in a free throw to round out the scoring for the Bulldogs. So if you're Coach Schulte at halftime, we've kind of hammered on some of the same things, and it's been a few of the same things all season long. I think the message right now is the level of intensity, or the level of, the word that comes to mind is desperation, has to increase, right? Right now, they're complacent and watching. The level of desperation has to be there. And until that's there, a team that has some hustle, a team that has some intensity like Milbank is going to continue to hammer them. And that kind of shows. There's only 3 players that really are hurting them. And you, as the Falcons, have some quickness. You have some athleticism. You should be forcing them to spread that ball around, in my mind. Now, keep in mind, I have very limited basketball coaching experience. But in my mind, you should be forcing them to spread that ball around. And right now, Milbank's keeping things pretty well within those 3. For the Falcons, leading the way, Ashlyn Vavruska with 5. Addison Byers throwing in a couple of free throws. Miley has a bucket. Avery has a bucket. Lucy Bloom and Aubrey Johnson both have 3-pointers. So at halftime, it's 19-31. Milbank leads. Do you have any thoughts going here to start the second half, Tyler?
Well, as you said, the desperation, we need to have that sort of get up and go. Because Milbank right now, they get it up and they get going. And then, in my mind, we're not shooting enough mid-range jumpers as we should. We're trying to really force that layup in there, try to get that foul call. But like we said earlier in the year, we don't have that height. A lot of teams do on us. And that's where we have, like you said, that athleticism needs to kick in.
So, Falcons are going to start the second half with the ball. Dribble handoff there. Anna going to kick it over to Vavruska. Ashlyn at the top. She'll back the dribble out. Screen and roll there from Sumner. She's going to get it back up top. Gusso at the free throw line. There's the mid-range jumper, just a little off, but that's going to draw those helpers on defense. That's maybe going to loosen things up. As long as she continues to display, she wants to take those. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Here's Townsend. She's going to kick it over to Hendricks. Hendricks left wing 3, just a little off. Sumner's going to come up with the rebound. Here come the Falcons back the other way. They have numbers. Here's Addison Byer going to attack the block. No, just a little too strong. That rebound by Pauley over the top of Anna Byer. That ball's going to get tapped out of bounds by Sumner. That's going to slow down the break here.
That's one of them deals, too. Miley Sumner bringing the ball up. We had Anna Byer going right down that left side. If she stays a little wider, that opens that lane a little bit for Miley to possibly take that one-on-one.
And that's one of those, once you start that fast break, you kind of want to widen things out. Force that help defense in a bad position. Pauley's going to put together a good post move there, put in her 16th point of the ball game. That's going to open the scoring for the Bulldogs here in the second half. 33-19 now, 6:45 to play in the third quarter. Vavruska, Addison at the top, Avery left wing. Sumner at the top now. Vavruska left wing. She's going to drive to the center of the lane. A lot of traffic. No. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Ball's kicked up to Pauley. Now she has position on Sumner. That's going to be an easy layup for Pauley. Here come the Falcons back the other way.
Once again, that ball movement that Milbank had was phenomenal. 1, 2, 3 layup.
And that attack there by Addison Byer, that's the distinct difference between what she had in the first half when she was not afraid to go attack the body of the defender. And that time she didn't want any contact and just kind of faded away a little bit and threw a floater up.
That'd be number 4, I think, if they call that on Addison, and they do.
So that's going to be Addison Byer's 4th very quickly here in the third quarter. Aubrey Johnson waiting to check in. She does. That free throw good for Pauley. second free throw good. 37-19 our score here. So that puts Pauly at 20 points for the evening. Annabeyer, Aubrey Johnson, right wing, or right corner three. Does find Sumner, right elbow jumper, just a little bit short. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Here's Schoenemann. She'll kick it back out. Here's Hendricks, right wing three. Iron and out. Vavruska able to come up with the rebound. She's going to push it up to Sumner. Sumner going to attack on Townsend. No, just a little too strong on the layup. Couldn't quite finish. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. They're going to slow things down a little bit. Here's Schoenemann. She'll attack out to Hendricks. Up top, Townsend. She gets to Pauly. Pauly's going to run the lane. Help defense just too late from Gusso there, and that's going to be Pauly's 22nd point. So big run here for the Bulldogs to start the second half. Here's Gusso at the top. Pass nearly stolen away. Vavruska now going to try and attack the baseline, cut off by Pauly. She's going to have to kick it back up to the top here. Sumner. Sumner fakes the pass, finds the free throw line with Anna, who kicks it to Avery Gusso. Gusso will attack through the zone, and she's going to break that run. That's going to be her second bucket. Falcons are on the board for the second half. Townsend. Over to Hendricks. Pauly at the free throw line.
Wow, good.
The defense sucked up because they saw Pauly. Negebauer, great back cut there. Great find.
Well, exactly right. Good find by Pauly to hit that backdoor cut. I mean, it was beautiful.
So, Vavruska at the top. Annabeyer right elbow. Schoenemann tried to take it away. Annabeyer fade away, no. Pauly with the rebound. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. 41-21 the score now. 4 minutes to play, halfway through the third quarter. Here's Townsend going to attack. She's going to find Pauly waiting at the free throw line. Vavruska going to find a way to tie that ball up. But again, another late rotation on the backside, or actually no rotation on the backside of the zone there. And then way too easy of an entry pass there.
Well, that comes the ball movement. That ball is getting moved around fast, and they have no chance to recover on that.
Here's Pauly with a turnaround in the middle of the lane. Good. Vavruska now at the top. 43-21, Falcons trail. Down to Lucy Bloom.
No.
The cut through was there. The pass was just a little bit late. It's going to get denied on the shot by Annabeyer. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Schoenemann going to attack. Kicks it to Townsend. She'll get it to Hendricks. Hendricks over to Schoenemann. Middle of the lane, Pauly. She kicks it to Schoenemann. Right corner three. No. Gusso the rebound.
Good board.
Good position there. She held her spot and made sure that she was the one that was going to come up with that rebound.
And I think Schoenemann got a little excited because that was that wide open in the corner. I mean, by all means, if you're that open, take it.
Yep.
Spacing right now has been the struggle, I think, with the Falcons. And that ball movement right now needs to happen. Good move by Vavruska.
Just a little off on the layup. That ball's going to stay here with the Falcons. Miley Sumner going to check in. Ashlyn Vavruska going to check out. Sumner to inbound. Stemwittle, right corner. She'll attack. Gets it to Gusso at the elbow. Needs somewhere to go. Bloom, right wing three. Bang. The rainbow with the pot of gold at the other end. So, 24 now, 43. Bulldogs still lead. Pauly at the elbow, kicks it to Townsend. Left wing three, short. That ball going to end up out of bounds. Falcons basketball. Going to be a timeout for the Bulldogs here. Looks like it's going to be a full. So, they're going to take a break. We will as well. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Vision Care is the place to go for new glasses. Our opticians are trained to style you with a frame that fits your face, so they look great and are comfortable all day long. Based on the doctor's recommendation, we'll help you choose the lens features that will be best for how you do life. Plus, you might have fun too.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Welcome back to Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell. He's Tyler Grassel. Thank you for joining us. 2:24 to play, third quarter here, coming out of the Milbank Bulldog timeout. 43-24 the score. Right now the Bulldogs on an 11-4 run. So Falcons need a little bit of momentum. They need to find a few stops, and they need to put the ball in the hoop here. Close to a backcourt violation, but saved. Here's Stemwedel, hands off to Sumner. Needs somewhere to go. Gets it to Gusso, who has position on the block. Nowhere to go, kicks it back out. Here's Stemwedel, attacks the middle of the lane. Floater, no. We're going to get a foul called, though. Stemwedel will go to the line.
Good job by Madison to really be aggressive and go to the lane and get that shot up.
So that foul going to get called on number 1 of the Bulldogs, Violet Johnson. That's her first, team's first of the quarter. Lucy Bloom will take a breather. Ashlyn Vavruska back in. Taylor Vavruska waiting to check in for Stemwedel at the table. Second free throw, no. First free throw was good. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Johnson, Pauly to the block, kicks it back out. Johnson's going to get to the lane as she beats Sumner on the dribble. That's going to be a bucket.
That's a good job by Pauly to get her girl suck out with her. So number 1, Violet Johnson, had that nice little lane to get that layup on.
So ball moved around, eventually no-go on the layup there, and Pauly's going to get the rebound. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Schoeneman kicks it over to Johnson, right wing 3, no. Townsend the rebound, she'll have an attempt at it, no. She gathers up the rebound again. They're going to get Stemwedel, who was trying to get position, couldn't, and knocks over Townsend. It used to be that if you got under them, that was just good position. They were out of position. Nowadays, it's a foul if you get underneath them too far. Then you've foregone your position.
Well, that's one of the things, too. You have to have the offensive have some room to come down. And a lot of the time, they're going to get that foul called there.
So that bucket good by Negebauer. That's going to move the score 47-25. Under a minute to play here, third quarter. Vavruska left wing. Up top to Sumner. Free throw line, Annabeyer. Sumner for 3, no, off to the left. Gusso tries to get the rebound. She's going to get bumped. And that's going to be a foul. Bulldogs, looks like it's on Negebauer. That's going to be her third. So, Falcons to inbound, 46.6 to play, third quarter. Taylor Vavruska gets it to Beyer at the elbow. Sumner, right wing, gets it into the block to Gusso. Didn't immediately make a move, then the defense collapsed. That ball loose, scrambled for, Annabeyer grabs it, but she's standing out of bounds. It's going to be Milbank Bulldog basketball. 34.9 showing on the game clock, so the shot clock is shut off. The Bulldogs can play for the last shot if they would like to. Here comes the intense pressure from the Falcons. And if you're the Bulldogs, there's no reason to speed up your clock too much. You have plenty of room to work with. That's a turnover in the backcourt, however, so Falcons will inbound. Vavruska at the top. Ashlyn DeMiley. Anna at the free throw line. Good attack there. Left it just to the left, but that's the kind of attack you need against that zone to try and get them to move.
Absolutely, and it was good ball movement right away. Get it in there, not wait for the defender to get there, and then throw the ball.
So, Bulldogs have the basketball coming back the other way. Johnson down to Pauly. Blocked by Avery Gusso. However, rebound there by Negebauer. Pauly had the ball. That heave going to end up short. That's going to end the third quarter. So for the Falcons, 47-25. They're going to take a break. We will as well. We will be back shortly.
Transform your fitness journey at Apex Training in Watertown. Our unique studio offers targeted group training classes designed to meet your specific health goals. Specializing in strength training, agility, and injury prevention, we use diverse equipment to help you build strength and enhance performance. Whether you're aiming for sport-specific skills or overall fitness, our expert trainers will guide you with our specialized workouts to prevent common injuries. Experience affordable, effective training at Apex Training and reach your peak potential today.
Welcome back, Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell. He's Tyler Grassel. We're going to start the fourth quarter. Falcons have the basketball. Tyler, that's third quarter. The Falcons are outscored 17-6. Not the way you needed to come out of the half, down 12. Things look a little more dire. The Falcons are going to have to get really hot here in the fourth quarter to make a comeback.
There's a lot of confusion right now trying to get this play set up. And we're taking too much time off the clock.
Sumner up top. She's going to try and drive the lane. Fakes it, gets it over to Ashlyn. Ashlyn to the elbow. She's going to back it up. Under 10 to shoot now. Sumner needs somewhere to go. She's going to attack. Gets the floater up. Left it short. Gusso's going to come up with the rebound. She's going to get fouled. We'll see who they call this one on. This could be a little bit of an important call. That looks like it is on Negebauer. That's going to be her fourth. Gusso to the line here for two. A little too strong on that one. Second free throw coming. Second free throw off to the left. Paulie's going to come up with the rebound. Gets it to Schoeneman, and Schoeneman's going to bring it down here. Kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson to the top now off the dribble. Gets it to Paulie at the free throw line. She's going to attack left block. Gets the ball out. Johnson ends up with it at the top. Over to Gall. Gall no good on the three-point attempt. Here come the Falcons back the other way. Vavruska now right wing. Lucy Bloom right corner. Back up top. Vavruska's going to dribble the ball back up to the volleyball line and get things set. Looks like they're going to go back to that four-high look here. Vavruska, Bloom left wing. Going to get it to Sumner at the top now. Gusso's going to flash at the free throw line. Elbow out to the right wing to Vavruska. She'll attack the baseline. Up and under.
Good little move there. Now this is where you got to trap right here. We have to be aggressive if we're going to trap.
And that time the pass just a little too far by Negebauer. That's going to turn the ball over. 27-47 the score, 6:19 to play here in the game.
Like you said earlier, Milbank doesn't need to rush. They have a nice little 20-point lead. The shot clock's going down. They're having some turnovers that they're doing their own self, trying to make that pass down court.
The backcourt pressure from the Falcons doing what it should do, which is speeding up the clock of the Bulldogs, which is what you need to see if you're Coach Schulte. Bloom left wing three, no. Ball gets tapped. It's going to be off of the Falcons. Coach Schulte's going to point and say, hey, we got to set it up here. So Townsend will check back in. Gall will check out. Johnson will check back out for the Bulldogs. And Hendricks is back in. Here it comes again. Paulie, Townsend left side. The ball's across. The Bulldogs can take their time here. Good rotation there by Avery Gusso to knock the pass to Paulie away. Ball's going to get scrambled for, and eventually Hendricks will end up with it. Townsend left side here. Here's Schoeneman right wing. She's going to press in against that defense. Townsend, Schoeneman. Schoenemann will dribble to the free throw line. She's going to keep moving, kick it out to the corner to Hendricks. Townsend left wing going to get to the middle of the floor here. Pauly's going to attack the block. Good crossover to the middle of the lane, all the way across. And the rotation late there by the defense. And that's going to be another bucket for Pauly.
Good job by Pauly to create her own shot in that deal and get that lane and get that little kiss on the old layup.
Here's Gusso, fade away, no. Pauly's going to come up with the rebound. So Schoenemann going to walk things up. And this is the hard part, Tyler, with being in a position where you have to exert a lot of backcourt pressure, is it takes a lot of energy to do so. And at a time where you need that energy to be fresher on the offensive end to try and put buckets in, the Falcons are not that way at this moment, as a Pauly jumper is no good. Negebauer gonna fake the shot, tried to create more space, and walked with it instead.
Got a little happy feet. I understand that, been there before, and Coach Howard was trying to tell them on that last possession to reverse the ball. They got kind of complacent of staying on one side.
So here come the Falcons, back the other way. Vavruska over to Aubrey Johnson. Vavruska at the top, Aubrey right wing. Needs somewhere to go now, finds Vavruska. Addison at the top. Lucy Bloom left wing. She'll dribble right wing now, Addison. Aubrey Johnson right side. Thought about the shot, no, here's Vavruska. This is the hard part about reversing the ball in that way, Tyler, is you're not getting any dribble penetration, you're not getting any attack to that zone, and you're just moving it back and forth, but not ever creating the space.
No, and that's the problem, is that we're trying to get space, but we look like we're still kind of close, which I understand we're trying to get that ball reversed, but we're just not getting there fast enough.
And that's where your reversals need to be a little bit more crisp so that you can create a lane to attack. When you're reversing the ball slowly, the defense doesn't ever give you that crease. So, ball gets turned over. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Hendricks at the top now. She's going to get to Pauly. Pauly's going to look to attack. Going to be a travel called. She went to go try and put that dribble down. Coach Howard disagrees and says was not a travel. He's adamant, actually, that was not a travel. So Falcons will come back the other way, under 4 to play here in the game. Aubrey Johnson right side. Needs somewhere to go now. She picked up the dribble. Gets it to Anna. Back top to Addison. Left wing, Vavruska, 3, no. Hendricks the rebound. Here's Schoenemann looking to attack. Looks like the Falcons have gone into kind of a 2-1-2. Now they're going to a 1-3. The defense kind of moving around late there. Vavruska going to steal it away. Looks like she's out in front of everybody. She's going to get a left-handed layup here. And good. So, second bucket for the Falcons here in the fourth quarter. 49-29 our score, 2:50 to play. Here's Hendricks right side. Townsend up top. Pauly now up top for 3. About the only thing she hasn't done yet tonight is hit a 3.
Absolutely. I mean, she's done everything down low. She's hitting jumpers. I mean, she's playing all-around great game.
Here's Johnson left side. Bloom at the top. Vavruska right side. Addison at the top. Here's Addison right wing now. Ashlyn at the top. And Coach Schulte going to call a timeout, try and get things gathered. Talk about what the offense should look like. So they're going to call a timeout. We'll take a break as well.
What happens to your car? You might say,
ugh, come on.
Seriously? This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to Florence, South Dakota. Once again, I'm Nate Russell. He's Tyler Grassel. 2:18 to play here in the game. 49-29 the score. Falcons trail. So, Falcon basketball, 12 to shoot on the shot clock. Taylor Vavruska going to inbound to Sumner. Tries to get it to the elbow. Paulie's able to deny it, but Anna Byer's able to come up with it. Miley Sumner has it. Under 5 to shoot. Desperation three, just a little too strong. Bulldogs will come back the other way. Coach Howard going to say slow things down here. Johnson right side dribbles it out, denied by Byer. She's going to get the ball out front. Here's a left-handed layup coming, and good for Anna Byer.
Good job by Anna to be aggressive up top there and get that turnover and the point.
So that Anna's first bucket of the evening. Townsend to the middle of the floor to Johnson. Here's Schoenemann, left corner three, no. Anna Byer fighting for it. That time Negebauer used her size, just reached over the top of Miley and Madison and took that rebound away. 51-31 the score now. Sumner with the ball coming back the other way. Miley Sumner at the top, fakes a three, drives, no. Gets it down to the block to Avery Gusso. She makes a rotation move, no. Gonna be Paulie on the rebound.
It was a good move by Avery, just couldn't fall.
And good job sticking with it. The initial move wasn't there, so she went to a secondary. And again, not a bad look, just didn't quite finish the look. Here's Schoenemann. She's going to dribble, hesitation, attack the block, no. Going to be a battle for it. Paulie has it, fighting for it. Paulie able to put that one in. So, back the other way here, Miley Sumner with the ball. Kicks it over to Madison Stemwedel, up top to Sumner. Anna at the free throw line to Taylor Vavruska, right wing. Miley Sumner going to take the dribble and attack the free throw line. Floater, no. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Shot clock is off. They're just going to hold it. 53-31 going to be our final score for the Bulldogs. Looks like Violet Johnson will end up with 12. Anna Negebauer will end up with 12. Susie Schoenemann, the 8th grader, will end up with 1 on a free throw. And the bell cow for the Bulldogs is Belle Paulie, and she's going to end up with 28 points on the evening. So, if you're Coach Schulte, not quite the way you wanted to end things tonight, going into a matchup with Flandreau tomorrow at the DWU Classic, but you have some things that you can plug and play overnight, I believe. You can talk about the passes and things like that, and those are things you can clean up relatively easy. You're going to play against a Big East team in Flandreau. Not going to be an easy matchup. Walking away from this one, though, you got to have a quick turnaround, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, that's the game's over. Kind of got to let this one go. A lot of the mistakes we had, you got to correct for tomorrow going into that game against Flandreau, knowing that head coach Megan Doyle is very confident in her team and always has been. And they've been our kryptonite here lately as the year's gone on.
So, not the ideal matchup coming up, but that's the nice part about basketball is you get games in relatively short windows. You get the opportunity to bounce back relatively quick. Rounding out things for the Falcons, Ashlyn Vavruska going to end the night with 9. Avery Gusso going to end the night with 4. Lucy Bloom with 6 on 2 3-pointers. Anna Byer, Miley Sumner, both with 2 on a single bucket each. Addison Byer with 2 on 2 free throws. And then Madison Stemwedel going to round things out with a single free throw. So once again, your final score is going to end up being 53-31. Bulldogs are going to walk away from this one with the win. Falcons have a quick turnaround with another game tomorrow. The season's rounding out. Remember, last home games will be live here on our YouTube channel. Be sure to check in. Thank you for being here with us on this Thursday evening. Thank you, Tyler, for being here with me. I greatly appreciate the help. Any closing thoughts?
You know, it's getting down to the end of the season, and this is where you want to play your best ball going into regions. That's not very far off, actually. So, I mean, right now it's kind of like you said, the short window. And to be totally honest, having a game Tuesday, coming back on Thursday, and then having a game tomorrow, a lot of that could be a lot of tired.
It can be very taxing. I mean, it's something that NBA teams face. That's part of why you see those guys sit sometimes nowadays. And so playing those games back-to-back can be troublesome. So I'm Nate Russell. He's Tyler Grassel. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you at the next home game.
The DWU Culver's Classic is back for 2026.
Three from the corner, good! A huge
36
one
teams travel to the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell. Action begins on 9 a.m. on February 13th and 14th, with all games streamed on live ticket TV on pay-per-view. $12.99 per game or $94.95 for all 18 games. The 2026 DWU Culver's Classic, February 13th and 14th, inside the world's only Corn Palace and on live ticket TV.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you